Welcome back to the Personal Foul Podcast. I'm your host, Colton Gessler. Alongside me is my co-host, Phil. How the hell are you, sir?
I am fantastic. I am refreshed. I am ready to go. We've had, a 2-week absence here between your wedding and my trip to California. I don't think we've been off for 2 weeks, right? Or is it 3 weeks? How long have we been off?
I think 2 weeks.
2 weeks. It's unacceptable no matter what it is. We should always be ready for our fans. Our fans have been clamoring for us, and we're back. And I have a new prop with us this week. I have my fantasy football championship trophy. Look at this big monster. Look, this is a real trophy. This is a trophy for a man like myself, a true champion like me. And it's going to be right here behind me because I'm a champion and you aren't. That's right.
Thank you, Phil, for that lovely information. So, we're back. We have missed a nice chunk of the playoffs, but don't worry, in the finals, but don't worry. We are back. We are better than ever, and we are now going to swing ourselves into some of that action, and we'll start off with the NBA, because I feel like the NBA is kind of the more interesting series at the moment. Indiana, OKC tied up at 2 apiece. We go to game number 6 tonight. Oh my, right? We're 4. Yes. No, game number 5 tonight. Holy shit.
Game 5.
Manchester math, baby. We go to game 5 tonight as they're tied 2 apiece. I think the Pacers might have shot themselves in the foot. They had the series in hand, and they sure as hell had game 4 in hand, and they let that lead slip away. Kind of got themselves again with the reverse card, because that's usually them with the late comeback in a game, kind of losing all game and come back and win it. Yes. And for them to come and blow the game and the Thunder take home court back to OKC tonight. What are your thoughts on the series so far? It's been a good one. I know it's not the big teams like the Lakers or the Celtics or any of the big guns, but OKC Indiana's been a good series so far.
Let me put my genius helmet on and brag a little bit. I know you've all missed this. You've all missed the genius. So, yeah, I know a lot of the NBA fans like yourself are fraudulent because you only care about the star and not the game itself. I said that this game was going to go 7. I still think it's going to go 7 because you have 2 great teams that are going at it. You have the Pacers, who I didn't notice, they have the best record since January 1st. They have played that well for a long stretch of time now. And they deservedly should be in the finals. Problem is they're going against, Shea and, the rest of the OKC Thunder, which is, it's a team for the ages, a very underrated team. It would be a shame if they didn't win the series. But I am rooting for Indiana because it's a very interesting series. I love, I've been bashing basketball for 5 years now. This series is exactly what the NBA needs. There's been a lot of defense. Carlisle has been putting on a coaching clinic with the spacing and the full court press and the double teaming of Shea. It's been a real joy to watch this series. I still think OKC is going to win this in 7. I think it's still going to go back to OKC for a game 7. I do think, it's a shame that nobody's watching this because, like I said, fraudulent fans like you only care about the star and not the sport itself because, we need to see Durant. We need to see LeBron. We need to see Harden, all these choke artists. And I'm tired of watching them. It is so enjoyable watching people enjoying the game right now because these stars don't enjoy the game. It's all about look at me, look what I'm doing, blah, 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 no defense, all this other nonsense. The refs have let him play. It's been chippy. It's a throwback. It's really a throwback series from the 80s and 90s. And I'm proud to say I've watched every minute of it, and I'm going to continue to watch every minute of it. But I'm still going with OKC in 7.
Yeah, I've watched plenty of it, Phil, so good try there, jackass.
You have been away.
I have not been away. I've been back for most of this series. The hell are you talking about?
Most of the series.
The series actually started when I landed back in the United States, so you sound like a dumbass. Again.
And where did you go on your honeymoon?
What's that?
Where did you go on your honeymoon?
I went to Barbados, Phil.
Barbados. How was it?
It was nice. I had no Phil for a week and a half, so it was quite fantastic.
I'm sure the lovely Christina missed me for a week. I know how much she
Yeah.
enjoys my insight on sports.
Yeah, your insight. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Was the lovely Christina disappointed in you?
The guy that can't pronounce any names yet talks sports, every week. But you tell me.
Is your beautiful new wife disappointed in you?
No, of course she's not disappointed.
Well, you have mayor genes in you, and we all know how Jen complains about how not endowed John Mayer is. So I'm sure that probably skipped to you. Whatever. We'll get to that. That's a story over drinking. Not on the podcast. That's right.
Not the slightest clue what the hell you were getting at. But anyway, yes.
Because everything's over your head.
By the way,
back to the NBA.
You talk about the series. Oh, there's no stars. Oh, I don't know. The MVP's in the damn finals.
I had this argument with my son. Does half the country know who Shea Alexander-Gilchrist is?
Yeah, I know Gilchrist. It's not Michael Kidd Gilchrist. It's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Whatever.
Yeah, exactly my point.
Exactly.
Colton and the guy that can't pronounce any names.
Yeah, his name's too damn long. I know Tyrese Halliburton. But the point I'm trying to make is he is not on that,
Oh, I know. Kevin Durant is. I know Kevin Durant had to hop on the Warriors' ass wagon.
Oh, I agree.
Outside that, he's won nothing. You mentioned James Harden. That guy hasn't won a lick of shit.
He's a choke artist.
He hasn't won a lick of shit. He's bring up James Harden. My point exactly. It's me hosting with the dipshit next to me. I'm telling you, that's how this podcast works.
Genius is here.
Who brings up James Harden as one of those guys? James Harden hasn't won.
My son.
James
I'm
Harden.
going to sit here and watch my son watch dopey James Harden and tell me, oh, look how great James Harden is. He stinks. Durant stinks. It's the new stars that are taking over, I think, and I'm glad because this old crowd, including LeBron, has totally took a big dump on the NBA. It has been absolutely atrocious the past few years, and I'm glad this new life of NBA is coming in. That's the point I'm trying to make. I mean, honestly, Colton, how many people know Shea? How many?
You mentioned, you're a big hardcore basketball fan. You're a hardcore basketball fan. You know who SGA is. You know who
I know who SGA is.
You can't say his name right. You think it's Michael Kidd.
What team drafted him, smart guy?
Oh, the Los Angeles Clippers, and they made the dumbass trade sending him to the Thunder. Yeah, try again. Yeah, try again. Take a hike. You and your stupid hat, take a hike.
You love the genius.
Yeah. I know. The genius, I can't see any names correctly. I'm telling you, I'm going to pull up a segment where I pull up.
They did pick Indiana and OKC.
I'm going to pull up hockey names. I'm going to say them, and I'm going to ask you if it's a random Russian diplomat or if it's a NHL player. We're going to have fun in a few weeks. I'm going to do some research on some random names, and I'm going to pull names out of my ass. And is this an NHL player or is this a European diplomat? You tell me, Phil. We're going to do this, and I'm going to embarrass the living shit out of you.
There's only one name that matters in the sports world, and that is the genius. That's all that matters.
You're the genius that can't name names correctly. Oh, Phil, you're something else. But, yes, the series has been a little bit of a throwback. Yes. The stars have kind of showed up. Halliburton hasn't been amazing. He's not – the problem is people, look at him and, he's not an elite superstar. He does a lot of things well. He's not an elite superstar talent scorer. That's not his game. He's everything else really, really good. And he could score. He'll get you your 15, 20 points, but don't ask him to throw 40. That's not his game. And by the way, that's not what Indiana asked him to do. With guys like Siakam, Miles Turner, and Andrew Nembhard, and Aaron Naismith. They have guys around him where they're not asking Halliburton to drop in 40. Where the Thunder kind of need SGA to get 30 plus, because where are they getting the scoring from? You getting it from Case and Willis? You getting it from Chet Holmgren? Are you getting it from Jalen Williams? Where are you getting that consistent scoring from Alex Caruso? You're not. You need SGA to get to your point.
Series, by the way, what's his name? Who's the ex-Nick?
Isaiah Hartenstein.
Hartenstein, yeah, he's been awful.
I know. I don't watch basketball though. I know. I can name all these names.
I didn't say you don't watch.
I don't know. I don't watch.
I say your generation does not watch for the sport. They watch for the stars, including my fraudulent son.
I'll spin it back for you in the beginning of the show, and I'll clip it. And, you don't watch. You guys only watch for stars. Yeah. Again, God, genius hat he wears. Guys,
I am the genius, and don't forget.
man doesn't know his left from his right.
Champion.
Yeah. Oh, fantasy championship.
You
Oh, that's
love this
fantastic.
trophy. You wish
The
you had
the same league that fungooled me out of a playoff spot. You and your dumbass league. So that's fine and all dandy. We'll work our way to the NHL playoffs. Brad Marchand, you kind of called it at the deadline that was going to put Florida over the top. And again, still kind of early, but they're in a great spot, up 3-2. Marchand has been fantastic for them this series. Is Edmonton going to be able to bite back here and stop the early goals, by the way? Florida keeps getting early goals in this series. It seems like it's Marchand that keeps finding the early goals for Florida, kind of setting the tone. Series has been good as well. We had the great comeback from Edmonton the other night. They were down 3-0, and I'm like, oh, this fucking series is over. I'm going to go watch Family Guy or some other shit. And so I'm like, this game's over. And then I look at the score. I'm like, is it 3-2? Like, what's the score? And I'm like, oh, shit, it's 3-3. Turn it back on. And they win the game in overtime. So they almost blow it with the late goal from Florida to tie the game in just mere seconds before the game's over. And they somehow avoid the skid because, boy, oh, boy, that'd be quite a choke. And they complete the comeback. But your thoughts on the series so far? I think Marchand's been the point.
If Florida's played a full 60 minutes every game, the series would be over already. McDavid is non-existent. Thank God for Draisaitl, because otherwise the series would be over. Barkov has done an amazing job covering him. And Maurice, I mean, you got to give that man credit. He's done a hell of a coaching job, because that Edmonton offense is lethal, and they are never, ever out of it. I mean, even the game, what was it, Friday night? Or Saturday night, I'm sorry, Saturday night. It was, what was it, 4-1. All of a sudden, they scored that quick goal, made it 4-2, and then they got the empty netter to win the game. But Edmonton is never out of the game, and they're fun to watch. I still root for Florida, because I tell all my Canadian friends that it's called America's Cup now, not the Stanley Cup. And anytime I can stick it into Canada, I will. It is America's Cup, not Stanley's Cup. Pretty soon it'll be called the Genius Cup, named after me, because I am the genius. This trophy should be named after me as well. Everything should be named after me, because I am the genius. But anyway, McDavid, he got his first goal the other night. I can't call this guy the best player on the planet when you're not performing at the biggest stage. I mean, this is like, LeBron-esque against Dallas, a complete no-show. Granted, it was his first one. I know you're going to get all over me over that, but he did no-show on that. But McDavid has got to pick it up. I still think this series is going to go 7 as well. I said both series are going to go 7. I'm sticking to it. Yes, it will be hard to see both road teams win back-to-back, but if any sport can do it, it's the NHL. They thrive on being on the road for some reason. I don't get it. I see both series going 7. It's been an incredible playoff series. It's been an incredible playoff run for both sports. I've really enjoyed the NBA and the NHL playoffs this year. I mean, even March Madness was a lot of fun. It's been a very good sports year, except for the Yankees the past weekend, but we'll get into that in a moment. Anything else?
We will get back to the Yankees in a minute, and the Mets, the local teams, getting swept this weekend, coming down to earth here. No, I really got nothing else on the NHL playoffs. I mean, McDavid had that one freaking crazy-ass play where he juked between pretty much everybody and had that assist. Outside of that, that's has been his only highlight of the series. He's done nothing else.
And McDavid was on the ice for that back-breaking goal on Saturday night as well. His defense has been pitiful. I mean, absolutely pitiful. It's like he's just on the ice waiting for the puck and going.
Yeah, like I said, you need your stars to show up, and McDavid has done quite the opposite.
Defense.
Before we go into the MLB, we'll talk a little College World Series, because we kind of had some big breaking news as far as College World Series goes. Mm-hmm. Gage Wood from the University of Arkansas has just thrown the first no-hitter in the College World Series since the 1960s.
Wow.
19 strikeouts and a shutout for Arkansas.
19 strikeouts in a College World Series. My God. Well, I think he's going to be a top 10 pick, if I recall.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I have no
I
idea.
forget his name.
I couldn't tell you anything about college baseball outside of Andrew Fisher. I couldn't give you a lick.
Yes, who's projected to go late first round, early second round. That's the rumor. The Yankees may take him, which would be nice. He'd fit really well at second base. Yankees actually need a second baseman.
Little do you know, he does not play second base.
He's projected to be a second base. They have him at shortstop right now, but they're saying
oh my God, you don't know a lick. He does not
shortstop. Is he not?
No.
Oh, where's he playing? Oh, first base. Yeah, I saw him at first base.
Oh, now he's at first. Oh, yes, the genius got it.
Previously, he was playing shortstop.
There's only
first base.
There's only freaking I don't know how many, Phil. 4 places in the infield, and you got him the third time's a charm. God, you're terrible.
Put it back.
God, my co-host is such a douche.
We're talking about college sports here, for God's sakes.
Oh, Mr. Oh, I know Andrew. No, you don't. You don't.
I do know everything.
No, you don't. Oh, God.
By the way, next time you call me at 1:30 in the morning and think I'm going to be asleep, you're sadly mistaken.
I called you twice. I called you twice. You didn't answer the first time, and then you.
Yeah, I was doing things the first time.
Yeah, I bet you were.
Consummating the marriage, so to speak.
Yeah, my ass.
That's right.
Yeah, I can imagine.
While you were hanging out with John Mayer, newlywed over here. The hell's wrong with you? The lovely Christina's already kicked you to the curb. She's like, go hang out with John and Arnie. Go get drunk. I'm tired of looking at you already.
Big A was not there. And yes, the wife was there. The wife was there. So try again. Better luck next time, the genius, a.k.a. the dipshit. That's right. Ooh. Colton and the dipshit. We're gonna have a new title to this shit for this show. So we'll continue this along. We'll talk.
I like what the fabulous Kenny Warren said. Yes, Phil and Cody. That's who should be the hosting the show, not you.
Honestly, it should be Colton and Cody. I get more out of Cody than I think out of you. I think Cody would have a better chance of saying some of these names correctly. And Cody's a dog. Compared to you. But again, we'll work our way to the MLB here. We'll talk a little bit.
We'll talk a little golf first because it was the U.S. Open yesterday. We'll do 2 seconds on the JJ Spawn. I mean, what a putt that was to win the tournament. What was it, 64 feet, I think? That was a hell of a shot. I'm sure you didn't watch it.
No, I could care less about golf.
I'm not a golf fan either, but you got to watch the majors.
Nope. Could care less. I'd rather watch paint dry.
Yeah, you'll watch Major League Soccer, though.
I don't watch Major League Soccer. Major League Soccer is terrible. I don't watch that.
No, whatever. You watch that. All soccer is terrible. But Oakmont, I mean, -1 won the tournament. I mean, I know the conditions were terrible, but that's just awful. And, I don't understand what the hell the PGA is doing. They got 1 tournament left, the one in Scotland. And I think that's next month. And then the PGA season's over. They compressed it into 4 months. I don't know what golf is doing. But enough of that. Let's talk baseball.
Yeah, so the Yankees and the Mets both get swept this week and kind of come down to earth. The Yankees have 0 offense. Max Fried throws a gem yesterday. No offense. I think Cork Schmidt? No, Cork Schmidt's on the hump tonight, so he did not pitch the series at all. What's it called? Yarborough had it was a short outing, but
Rodon was Saturday.
Yeah. Disappointing for the Yankees. No offense is kind of the story of the weekend.
Embarrassing. To go to Fenway and score 5 runs, that's a joke. Absolute joke. Pitiful. But that's Aaron Boone. He's got to be smart in every way. He's got to change the lineups all the time. It's just an absolute joke. I mean, that lineup on Friday with all the lefties, and he sat Dominguez, the switch hitter, who could bat righty at least. I mean, I don't know what the hell he's doing half the time. I really don't know. It's just – thankfully, Stanton will be back tonight. That'll lengthen the lineup, add another big righty to the lineup because it got too lefty orientated for my tasting. And, yes, Rice is going to sit more. Grisham's going to sit more. I don't want to see Bellinger sitting more. I mean, Bellinger needs to be playing just about every day. You want to sit him against a tough lefty, that's fine. But, I mean, him playing, every 4th day, I mean, that's a joke. He's a former MVP. What are you doing to him? Judge should be playing every day. Bellinger, get Stanton in there, DH, and let's get back to basics here. Enough with the nonsense. You want to split Grisham and Rice and whatever left-handed bum you got out there? I don't care right now. They need to focus on hitting right now because the offense is anemic. It looks like you and John Mayer at softball. You barely get the ball out of the infield. It's embarrassing, and it needs to be changed. No comment?
You love my meat, and it's hilarious. Yeah, it's what the offense is at the moment. Stanton coming in tonight, see if that sparks anything. I mean, he had a hell of a World Series run last year, so we'll see if he can spark the lineup again. And yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. You're going to see less Ben Rice. I don't think that changes anything as far as Trent Grisham goes. I mean, he's like your everyday center fielder at this rate.
Well, I mean, you're going to put Bellinger in left, Judge in right, and Grisham in center for the most part. Rice is going to get the short end of the stick. I would have him as a backup catcher because the other guy, Navarro, I mean, he can't throw anybody out. 17 stolen bases against. He barely hits. I mean, Rice can catch. Have Rice be your backup catcher once in a while. But once again, Boone is smarter than everybody else, so I don't know what the hell he's going to do. Dominguez is going to be the odd man out, unfortunately, which is a shame because I think he's really starting to put it together. He's been playing better in the field, but
unless they put Bellinger in center field more often.
I could see against lefties, you're going to see Dominguez in playing left field and Bellinger in center and Grisham sitting. I mean, that's what I would do, but that's why I'm the genius and Boone isn't. We'll see what happens with that.
I might agree with you on only that and that alone because Aaron Boone does indeed suck. Oh, by the way, like I got this new age of athletes. They got to be babied. You can't throw them out and under the bus in front of the media. God almighty. It just feels like under Aaron Boone, there's so many fundamental errors with this team. And it's like, are we in Little League here? Like, how is this shit happening at the next level? And it does. And that's like, how does that happen? And that's where, like, I've kind of been fed up with Aaron Boone. It's like, oh, who are you going to – I don't care who you hire. Like, he's Cashman's puppet. It doesn't matter who you throw in there. But the guy is way too scared to throw any guy out under the bus like fucking Volpe, Dominguez base running. Like, what in God's green earth is going on with this shit? And yet there's excuses for these guys. Hell no. This can't be happening at this level. There's so many damn games in the regular season, which is also ridiculous, by the way. You have all these games, so I got like someone's gonna have like a mental pause at some point where they're gonna be kind of caught napping. But God Almighty, throw these guys under the bus. Like, yeah, he got caught napping. Won't happen again. Otherwise, he's gonna be on the fucking bench. Like, make a statement. Like, I got it. He could be doing it behind the scenes. But my God, when the media sees it and you're in New York and the fans aren't seeing it, and you see the same shit every single season with the fundamental errors, they're going to think you're not calling guys out, actually. It's going to be like, oh, yeah, but Aaron Boone actually isn't calling guys out. Because it's the same shit. And by the way, you saw it in the World Series for freaking crying out loud. So it costs you games. It's not just a regular season. It costs this team games. So it's fucking Aaron Boone for you.
He's terrible. He's the worst manager in baseball. And speaking of managers, Dave Martinez, can you shut up, please? I mean, my God, be accountable because your team stinks. You're going to take the credit when you won the World Series 7-8 years ago with Scherzer and, oh, God, who was the other guy? Got hurt. We had to retire. And you had Rendon and everybody but Harper. Harper left. And they won Soto.
Wait, you're talking about Strasburg?
Strasburg. Yeah, I forgot his name. Rare misstep by the genius.
Yeah, rare misstep for getting the name, how to say it. I know.
But Martinez,
I know you're
for winning the World Series. Are you going to throw your team under the bus like that? Say, no, it's not the coaching, it's the players. I mean, that's a little rough to take. You got to say, look, we're all accountable. I mean, I couldn't believe he still has a job after that. I mean, Washington, I'm surprised they don't have any mutiny going on after that awful display of saying, yeah, it's just the players when he's been making terrible decisions as well. But I guess that's sports in a nutshell today. There's no I in team anymore. You got to be everybody's friend, and it's nauseating, thoroughly nauseating. Shall we talk about the Mets?
We can transition to the Mets, who have also been swept this weekend
by Tampa, nonetheless. What a disgrace! There was a stat that I believe our good friend Nate Brown put out that the Mets have played the weakest strength of schedule in baseball right now. They've played 30-something teams under 500, and then they get swept by Tampa this weekend. We're going to see what the Mets are made of the next 10 games because they got 7 against the Braves, who are not great, but they got Acuna and Strider back. And they also got 3 with the Phillies this weekend. I think the Mets, if they're going to be a serious contender, they got to go 5-2 against Atlanta and 2-1 against Philly. So if you do your math, that's 7-3. They go 7-3. All right, I'll put good faith in them and I'll start believing in them, so to speak, to maybe definitely win a division, but maybe win a pennant. By the way, that bum Ohtani's pitching an inning tonight. Nobody cares. By the way, nobody cares. 1 inning. Who the hell cares? But the Mets have to show me something. And show their own fans something, and show Mr. Mets something.
You say he's only pitching 1 inning?
He's pitching 1 inning tonight.
That's it?
That is it. He's opening for Ben Kasperitis or something. I don't know whatever his name
What?
is. Yes. Against the Padres.
I know he's pitching tonight. I didn't think it was
1 inning. That's it. Unless there's a very low pitch count, he may go 2. But Dave Roberts is going to yank him anyway. We all know that.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He's to pitch 1 inning. What?
Yes, exactly. I was like, what's the point?
They should turn him into – we talked about this, I think, on the show. They should turn him into, an elite closer. Just have him come in and pitch for an inning.
I know, it's a joke. But what I hate about what baseball has done now is they've altered this rule so they can make him a DH now, not lose a position spot, which I don't think is right. I think that's an absolute terrible job by MLB. Because, once again, the Dodgers have an advantage that other teams don't have. They circumvent the salary cap. They have another Ohtani rule. I mean, it's become a joke how Manfred's placated the Dodgers. An absolute disgrace. Because now he can slide right into the DH spot and not lose another player. I think that's terrible.
That's baseball for you.
Yes, unfortunately.
But yes, Ohtani is on the bump tonight. You shouldn't even say he's on the bump tonight. He's pitching 1 inning. But Ohtani is starting tonight. In the works of building him back up to be able to pitch and start games for the Dodgers. So it'd be rather unfortunate if he got hurt again and hurt his elbow again. Boy, oh boy. The Dodgers are playing with fire trying to get him to be a starter.
It makes no sense to me. I don't know why they just don't wait till next year. They got 8,000 pitchers in that system. Granted,
Problem is they're terrible.
Oh, you're going to have Glasnow coming back, and Gonsolin's going to be back soon. It's just a mess over there. All these pitchers get hurt. They're so worried about spin rate. It's, a pitcher, I would treat a pitcher like a running back. 3-4 good years, get rid of them. Well, I don't know why they pay them all this money because all they do is just sit around and get hurt anyway.
The problem is our franchise has paid these pitchers, and it's kind of worked out outside of this year with Garrett Cole. Reed's been absolutely freaking dominant. They brought in Sabathia, and it was great. You say that. It's kind of worked for the Yankees.
No, but I mean, for the most part, the Yankees have been unscathed. I mean, we remember the Java rules back in the day. I mean, that didn't work. He still ended up blowing his arm out and never came back the same again. It's luck of the draw, I guess, at this point. Speaking of spoiled athletes, I can't stand Boston with a passion, but I got to tip my cap to them for trading Devers over to San Francisco, which is a wasteland for power hitters. I mean, he still should get his home runs and stuff like that there, but that was the ultimate FU to Devers. It was like, all right, you don't want to play positions for us, we're getting you out of here. And they got nothing back. It was just basically a salary dump. But, Boston's they got 4 top 20 players coming up. So, I mean, what the hell? You might as well remove the cancer. And good job by Boston doing that.
Yeah, Rafi Devers traded to the San Francisco Giants. Interesting move there. Had a lot of fathers on Father's Day in the Boston area. Very excited for about an hour after the sweep of the Yankees. All of a sudden, shit in their pants because the Boston Red Sox were finally playing good baseball. Skip off Rafi Devers as he's starting to hit for the Boston Red Sox. So go figure. I don't know what the hell's going on. Oh, by the way, you're bringing soccer. The old joke around this is that Liverpool, who are owned by the Red Sox ownership group, paying a lot of money this summer in soccer for players coming in. And it's like, oh, you know what? We got to make some money to pay for these players coming in. Let's ship off their most expensive player and Rafael Devers. So that's the other joke alongside of this with Rafi Devers getting dealt. So who knows why they actually traded him? Is it because of him acting up and Bregman getting hurt? I'm just going to DH, which is mighty hilarious, by the way. Big FU from Devers to the Sox, which is amazing.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
So we'll see what happens.
As a home run, though, but whatever.
We'll see what that. We'll see what happens as far as that trade goes. We'll look back at that one. But a nice bounce back show here. It's been a little bit nice to talk some NBA, nice to talk some NHL, talk some baseball.
Oh, we forgot one thing. Your quarterback at Pittsburgh.
Oh,
let's talk about that for a moment.
I could care less. I
know we got to talk about it. Come on, I got to be fair here. Let's talk about the great Aaron Rodgers. I have to ask this question. You bring in Metcalf, you sign Rodgers. Why the hell did they trade Pickens now? That makes no sense to me.
If you tune into my Instagram show, you would hear the exact same thing. It makes no sense.
Post a link in here, and maybe I'll.
It makes no sense. I don't know why they did it. The Steelers are a very confusing franchise. They're asking a lot now of a young guy in Roman Wilson who did not play at all last year, really. So you're asking him to take a big step. I don't know. I don't love the idea of Rodgers being a Steeler. Like, I'm for it now. Like, it is what it is. He's a Steeler, but, like, I knew the whole time he was going to sign, so it's not like a big surprise.
Where did you hear it first?
What I heard as soon as I landed.
No. Who said first that Rodgers was going to be a Steeler? Way back when. And you laughed at me. It's on the videotape here somewhere. We'll have to find some old file. I said Rodgers was going to be a Steeler. It had to be 3 months ago. And you guffawed at me. You sneered your nose at me and said that will never happen. And I said there's nowhere else for him to go. And there really wasn't. So please give the genius a little bit of some props here. Say, genius, you were correct.
Jackass, you got one right.
Oh, how dare you. How dare you besmirch the genius, the champion genius. Because that's what I am, a champion. That's right.
Well, it was a great show. Like I said, I kind of knew about the Rodgers thing, so I'm not really going to go into it. We've kind of talked about it before.
We'll have plenty of time for football. I just had to put a thing right in there.
I wish you broke your computer doing that. That would have been amazing. Oh, God. A show next week.
I don't care about the computer as long as this doesn't get broken. Look at this beautiful trophy. This is a trophy for a champion like me. Because I am a true champion. You wish you had a championship trophy like this. You wish you could be a champion like me. No one is a champion like me. You stuck Tyler Granado. I can't wait to get your little rinky-dink trophy. When I go get your championship, I want a trophy like this. Give her a little Christmas ornament trophy that you're going to give me. You bum. Get a real trophy. You stink.
Oh, well, this is the Personal Foul Podcast. I'm your host, Colton. That is my co-host, Phil. We'll be back again next Monday around 5:30. So appreciate everyone, and we'll be back again next week. Thanks, everybody.
Have a good week, everybody. The genius says,